Hello students and a warmer welcome in the third lecture of the thermodynamics. So before we moving ahead in this lecture, we will be revising few part of the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, means in the lecture number 2, we have seen what is mean by heat and how does it transfer from the environment to system and system to environment. So as far as our previous lecture means lecture number 2 is concerned, we have seen the T means the temperature of the environment, Ts means the temperature of the system, and how does the heat exchange or the transfer of heat takes place. Along with that, we have seen how the objects are get heated at high temperature and how they are just affecting in the transfer of heat. What precautionary elements we are just introducing between the heated object and our hand we have already seen in the industrial examples. Along with that, how the heat transfer takes place between the system and surrounding when the Q will be positive. What mean by the Q? Q is nothing but the transfer of heat between the system and the surrounding. After that, we have seen how the energy flow into system from the environment. How does the Q will be transferred? Means from the environment into the system. You can see in the diagram the small or the quick review of the last point we have taken, that energy flow into the system. The Q here is the greater than 0 as the heat flow is from the point at a higher temperature, which is environment, towards the point at a lower temperature, which is the system. So thus the Ts will be less than the T. So in short, you will be aware of how we are going to see the processes, how we are going to see the heat transfer, and what are those concepts in which we are going to see the heat transfer in between. As we have seen the first point, that energy flow from the environment into the system, now the next point we are going to see is flow of energy from the system into the energy. That how does Q will be vary now, what will be the conditions between Ts and T, and how the Q, whether it is positive or negative, whether the Ts will be smaller or greater, we will see in the second condition. Now the next part we are going to see is flow of energy from the system, means the flow will be from the system into the environment. So students, you can see this is the second condition of heat transfer. Means in the first condition we have seen the flow of heat or the flow of energy from the environment into the system. Now as you can see this arrow, that flow of energy is from the system into the environment. But for your revision, I will rewind few terms, that T means the temperature of environment and Ts means the temperature of the system, as they have given in the diagram also. Now Q is the transfer of heat which is from the system into the environment. Thus you can see when the flow of energy is from the system to the environment, then Q will be less than 0. Means Q, the transfer of heat, the amount of transfer of heat will be less than 0. Thus the Ts will be greater than the T, and in short the T will be smaller. T means the temperature of the environment is smaller and the temperature of the system is greater. So students, as you will observe the diagram, then you will get it very easily that as the arrow is from the system to the environment, thus the nature of heat is it always flow from the point at a higher temperature toward the point at a lower temperature. Thus the temperature of the system will be at a high temperature and the temperature of the environment will be at the low temperature. Thus the heat flow or the energy flow will be from the system to the environment and Q will be less than 0. Thus you can say the Q here, the heat transfer or the energy flow, is negative. In short, the transfer of heat is negative here. The student, till now we have seen the two conditions. The first one in which the heat transfer or the energy flow is from the environment into the system, and in the second case we have seen the flow of energy is from the system into the environment. So students, now we will see the third condition in which there will be the no heat transfer. Let's check the diagram. You can see that the temperature of environment and the temperature of the system is given, and there is no arrow between the system and the environment, so you can guess that there is no heat transfer. Hence, as you can see, there is no heat transfer, so the Ts will be is equal to Te, means the temperature of the system is equal to temperature of the environment. Thus the Q will be equal to 0. Now you can get one thing, if the no heat transfer is there, Ts is equal to T, means temperature of environment and temperature of system is same, then you can see the two systems, means the environment and the systems, are in thermal equilibrium. You can get it very easily, because as there is no heat transfer, there is no lose or gain of heat between the system and the environment. This condition when happens, it happens when the two conditions are comes in equilibrium condition or in equilibrium state. Thus the Q will be 0. There will not be any heat transfer. Now students, for your sake of your understanding and for your revision, we will quick revise the three conditions. So students, for your easy and quick understanding, I will represent the three of the conditions of the heat transfer one by one. Now you can see, in the first condition, the heat is flow from the environment into the system. As you can see, the arrow means the T is greater than Ts, means the transfer of heat will be positive, means Q will be positive, and it will be greater than the 0. But in the second condition, the arrow is outward, means the transfer of heat from the system into the environment, means the system will be at a high temperature and environment will be at a low temperature, and thus the Q will be less than 0 and the Ts will be greater than the T. Thus the Q will be negative here. And here remains the last condition, in which there is no heat transfer between the environment and the system, as the Q will be 0 and Ts will be exactly equal to T, and the two systems, means the environment and the system, will be in thermodynamic equilibrium, so there will not be any heat transfer. Now student, we will move further toward the next point of the chapter, which is change in internal energy of the system. So the students, now we will see the change in internal energy of the system. But before that, what is meant by the internal energy? You have to rewind the definition of the internal energy. I have already given the example of the internal energy. Suppose you have a glass of water, and in that glass there is water, and the molecules of water are randomly moving here and there in disordered motion, means there is no any specific order of the water molecules. They are moving here and there in the random motion or in the random movement. So that is nothing but the internal energy of that water which is inside the glass. Hence we are going to see the behavior of internal energy and how does it change. So students, you can see in the diagram the arrangement of cylinder filled with the gas provided with the movable, massless, frictionless piston at the end, and gas inside the cylinder is the system and the rest is environment. So as you can see in the diagram. So these are the consideration we have to do in these diagrams. While let Ts is equal to temperature of the system of the gas, means it is nothing but the temperature of the gas which is inside the cylinder, and while T is equal to temperature of the environment. Environment means other than the gas, it is environment, and T is the temperature of that environment. So students, in this first conditions, means there is no work done on this condition or in this systematic arrangement, but there is the Ts, means the temperature of the system is smaller and the temperature of the environment is greater. But what happens if we are heating that gas which is inside the cylinder with the source of heat? What will happen? The source of heat will heat the cylinder, and this heat will get to the gas molecules which is inside the cylinder, and those gas molecules will get heated, and therefore the temperature of that gas which is inside the cylinder will increases, and thus the temperature of the environment will be decreases. Thus the Ts will be greater than the Te. So students, as the Ts will be greater than the Te, then the heat will always, as you know the nature of the heat, which is always flow from the point at a higher temperature towards the point at a lower temperature. Thus the system will try to exchange the heat between the environment. Thus it will get the internal energy. As the gas inside the cylinder will increase its internal energy due to the heat source, then what will happen, the pistons which is connected inside the cylinder will get pushed towards the left, means which will cause, due to the gases which are heated by the source of heat, it will cause to move the piston in the left side. Thus the internal energy of the gas will increase and the piston will move toward the left, and this is what exactly effect when we are providing the source of heat to the this situation or this arrangement. But in other case, what will happen if we start heating that gas? Then what will happen? Then again the internal energy of that gas will decrease, as then there is no heating to that gas. The internal energy of that gas will be decreases. That's why the movable massless frictionless piston will move towards the right, as the internal energy of gas will be decreases, as there is no source of heat is heating to the gas which is inside the cylinder. Thus here in this system the environment temperature will be greater and the temperature of the system will be less. So students, for your sake of your better understanding, we will revise the things which we have learned in this video. We will revise, we will memorize one by one, so you will understand very easily. So the contents we have learned in this video are, I have listed, you can see. The first one we have saw the energy flow from the system. Second one is zero heat transfer, and third one, the last one we have seen in this video, is change in internal energy of the system. Now three of them one by one we will just revise these concepts in very short and quick time. The first one is energy flow from the system. You can see energy flow from the system means the energy is flown from the system, means the arrow will be outward from the system to environment, and the temperature of the system will be at a high and the temperature of the environment will be at a low point. That's why the Q will be negative, means Q will be less than 0, and the Ts and Te condition will be, means in this case simply the temperature of the system is higher and the temperature of the environment is lesser or at a low point, and the Q will be negative. So this is what we have learned in the energy flown from the system. In the second point we have learned the zero heat transfer, means in which the temperature of the system and the temperature of the environment will be at a same point, hence there will not be any transfer of heat. Thus the Q will be equal to 0, as the Ts will be equal to T, means the temperature of the system will be exactly equal to the temperature of the environment. Thus we can say the system and the environment are in thermal equilibrium. That's why there is no heat transfer takes place. Now last but not the least, the change in internal energy of the system. In this point we have learned the gas is enclosed inside the cylinder and which is provided by the massless, movable and frictionless piston. As this arrangement will get heated by the source of heat, then what will happen, the gas inside the cylinder will get heated, and thus the internal energy of that gas which is enclosed by that cylinder will increase, and thus this internal energy will tends to move the piston toward the left. It will do some work, the internal energy will do some work, that's why the piston will move toward the left. And if you stop heating to that gas which is enclosed in that cylinder, then what will happen? The internal energy of that gas will be decreased. Thus the piston which is movable will move toward the right as the internal energy of the gas is decreases. So these are the points we have covered in this videos. Now students, the remaining part of the chapter we will see in the next video. Thank you so much.